infamous Illuminati.
In the mix. We on? Testing?
1 2 1 2 1 2.
Yo.
Check.
Hello.
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 Tyler,
Howdy.
Nick, how was it watching Three Stooges live back in the
You
day?
remember, I always told you when it was on, so you can come sit next to me.
Oh wow, I was never a fan of the Three Stooges.
Choo. Spin on that thing.
Jesus Christ. Yo, Jesus Christ. I'm ready. In the Mix is brought to you by Spidey's Powder Tumblers. For all your custom-made powder-coated stainless steel tumbler needs, make sure you hit up Jose Gonzalez. I'm on Instagram at Spidey's_powdered_tumblers. In the Mix is also brought to you by, and I have a bone to pick with this dude, the comic book chiropractor. Hung out with him at Heroescon.
He does have a face.
Do you know he has a face?
He does.
That's some bullshit.
You better not show your face around here.
There you go. Shout out to the comic book chiropractor for your cleaning and pressing and all that stuff. Also, big up, Shabaranks, to the comic shop. Big shout out to the comic
I need to get me one of these.
I need to get one of those as
Mark
well.
sold me.
bro.
They're amazing.
I need to get one.
What's the Link Squad is the code. Okay, cool. 10% off.
Link Squad for 10% off. Yo, this shit legit is a game changer.
You know, I'm not an easy sell, and I'm like, I don't need any of these supplies. I'm like, holy shit, I'm never conning again. I took it with me to Joe Fest just now for just a 2-hour trip there.
Wow. See, there you go.
How'd you get yours, Mark?
Izzy got one off of the website, used promo code Link Squad and put it in one of his giveaways.
Nice.
Nice. I need to do that as well.
There you go. Shout out to the comic shop. Legit, this thing is a game changer. I urge everyone to pick it up if you want. Nah, I'm not, I'm not a shill or anything, but legit, it's a game changer. Also,
I am. Go get one.
Yo, big shout out to superiorstand.com. If you want one of these things, the link is down below in the description. For me, for stands, it's a game changer.
It comes with that. It comes with that book.
It does
2
not
game
come with that
changers in a row?
I know. I don't know. I must have heard somebody say game changer. Now I'm just running with game
I mean,
changer.
it's all right, but what's the other company called?
There is no other company.
I stand superior.
No, Remy Q. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, Comics Curing Cancer is in full mother effing swing. So if you want to donate, make sure you donate. What do you got? The art book. Art book is over at djlinks.bigcartel.com. We have, let me take this down. I think we got like 35 regular versions, 25 Austin LeMay signed in fluorescent green. We also have the Sonics up there. I don't have an exact amount. And we also have the Ignacio Prince. What time is it? It's 9:00. If anybody goes and purchases a Comics Curing Cancer art book from the website right now, djlinks.bigcartel, I'll throw in a signed copy of Unnatural Order by Matt Wilson while supplies last.
That guy was mad cool. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, he was cool as shit, dude.
Matt.
Yeah, and that Dick Tracy cover he's got at Nirvana Comics is insane.
That's the first time you saw it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw that little clip that Skeleton Key did with him, and I had no clue about all the outrageous, hilarious, crazy things he does to make those covers. He even ran one over with his car because he was just pissed at it. And when he got out of the car, he's like, oh, shit, that changed it. And ran with it.
So, like, when I met him and I started learning about, because he had told me, like, when he did the cover, it's something called alcohol paint or something. And I was like, what is that? So at New York Comic Con, he's showing me on a backing board. Do you know I kept that backing board and it's just like one of my prized possessions, and it's just like, and then he's like wiping it and whatever. I've seen him do that thing, running over the car. He'll go to like the trash heap, wherever they keep trash. In Indiana, he'll go to Indiana.
Makes sense.
The heap?
Yeah. And he'll grab garbage and do something with the garbage, and it turns into a cover, which is absolutely incredible. Shout out to Matt Wilson.
He just puts all the stalks back together.
You know, it's funny. I told Madeline, I was like, yo, are we doing anything tomorrow? I want to go get some corn. I'm in the mood for corn.
Cornbread?
Fresh
Street
corn.
Fresh
I
corn.
get street corn at Chili's. It's delicious.
Oh yeah. Chili's is the best.
No, it's got like toppings on it.
Nah, I just do straight up corn with butter. With butter, baby.
Get the,
On the
the-
cob or
No,
off
I'm
the
talking
cob?
about eating it. What are you talking about doing with it?
He has his corn with butter and his plain bread with butter. It's a meal.
Listen, you brought up bread, Remy Q Studios, of Remy Q Studios fame. Famous Toast over there in North Carolina. I went to go get some Famous Toast. They're called Famous Toast for a reason. That toast was good, son. Jesus Christ.
Yo, that place is, with the breakfast potato. I had some good meals in North Carolina.
The
Weston.
breakfast potatoes. Madeline got the breakfast potatoes. I was just like, can I try those breakfast potatoes? In that voice, because that's how I talk normally. Can I try those breakfast potatoes? Delicious, but nothing compares to the toast. Tyler, are you a toast guy?
Yeah.
You do enjoy toast.
Yeah.
Golly.
Let me guess. White bread?
Oh,
I
yeah,
drink
only
it
white
so
bread.
much.
Full white. Full
I like
white bread.
potato bread too. It's
Oh,
lighter.
potato bread's good. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to bread.
Don't fuck
Shout
it
out
up.
to bread. And Tyler at Famous Bread. Hello, lady. And then they bring over bread with toast. It's toasted bread with butter.
Yay! Yo, so let me tell you guys. And we're going to go into, well, I guess I say what's up to the chat first and foremost.
No, keep going.
No,
What were you gonna say?
when I went to go get, we're gonna talk about Heroescon. There's a Heroescon wrap up. I don't know if we're gonna even tap into news. We're just gonna go around the good, the bad, and the ugly of Heroescon.
Oh, we
If
got
there was
that.
any ugly, if there was any bad, I know for me, there's good, far outweighs anything else. I don't know about you, gentlemen, but let's say what's up to the chat first and foremost. Los Crucials, what's going on? Izzyverse, what's popping? Mrs. Links in the house. Ryan Riley, what's good? Buddy Baker, what's up, Buddy Baker? Good to see you. Eli was popping. Austin LeMay in the house. E-Man's World of Geek, what's up, man? You got to go to Heroes 2025, sir.
Every time I get on Instagram, I just see him flipping his fucking hair.
I love it.
Yeah, he's about to get him followed, man. I'm joking, E-Man,
I
but
followed him twice.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm good on the hair flips. Yo, Comics are dope. What's up, Brandon? Good to see you. Who else we got over here? CJ in the house. What's going on, CJ? Rob Fat Stacks of Comics, the comic vet in the building. Phil. Yeah, too many sponsors, dog. Too many sponsors. Collecting with Durs. Who else we got? Angel was popping. Angel. The ugly lack of a tattoo. Yo, you need a tattoo. I once dated a woman that was like plain white toast. I did not enjoy her. I enjoy plain white toast. Ben Compton was good. What are your what's your top 3 toasts?
Wow.
I'll go.
My grandma used to make her own bread, and she would make me homemade bread, toasted, and we dip it in hot chocolate. That's my number one.
Oh.
Ooh.
And it was the
Bread
best
with
shit
hot chocolate?
ever. Yeah, but it wasn't like bread you buy from the store. So it was like a really thick round loaf. It just had like such a good texture to it, and it was so good in hot chocolate. Remy Q, you would love it.
And then what
I don't
happened?
I don't like the dip
What happened when?
like that.
What else did she feed you? That sounds amazing. Keep it going.
It was so good.
Everybody
house
else on
always
board with
smelled
this?
like bread.
Disgusting. Here's some hot chocolate with some bread. Dip it in the no, disgusting.
No, it's so good.
I've
This
never
is a cookie and coffee. Like I understand that. You could do a cookie and coffee, but bread and hot
I
chocolate.
promise you. I feel like it's the kind of bread because when I think of bread from the store, it wouldn't work with that kind of bread.
No,
It just
maybe I don't
great.
understand what type of bread.
Yeah,
Was it like a sweet bread? Like a
it was
like
homemade bread. She'd make bread like every day and
It
use it.
just sounds
for
like
the
regular
meal.
bread, though. Is it a sweet bread? Was it like
I would say it was the consistency. It was just very fluffy
is
and
it like
very
French toast?
like dense, like a dense bread. So when you dipped it in, it wouldn't like fall apart. It was very just.
But
together.
it's sandwich style bread. You would make a sandwich out of this.
You could.
I just want you to know if the bread talk goes past 12 minutes, I'm leaving.
Yo, shout out to Brad.
Come on,
Everybody
guys. 50
move.
more seconds and Nick's gone. We can do it.
I don't even trust this cup of tea.
Ugh.
All right, let's just keep talking about the bread.
Yeah, slide. Let's wrap it up. Let's.
Hey, Comic Journey with the super chat. Hold up, you get a slide.
I do not play in white.
Big shout out to Comic Journey for the super chat.
You should make the next super chat video just toast in the oven, bread in the oven.
And as a follow up to the bread in the oven, do like an SMR thing or whatever, where you're like scraping the butter onto the toast. You have that scraping sound.
Oh yeah.
But what about the sound of it dunking into hot chocolate, Remy?
Disgusting.
See you, Nick.
Yo, big shout out to Rob Fats Nice. I had the sourdough toast and it was amazing. So before we get into being that we're talking about the toast place and all that stuff, on Monday, that's when I drove back to New York. I went to Famous Toast to get me some toast and some flapjacks. I ordered flapjacks and they brought me one flapjack. I was just like, what the hell is this? Why is only one? I guess I don't know. CGC employees were literally, I'm sitting right here, the next table over, CGC employees. It was the dude with the bald head with the beard.
Give us the dirt.
The girl with like all the makeup. And then it was the girl that was manning the information desk as you walked up to CGC. Shout out to CGC. This made me laugh my ass off. I'm there and I text you guys, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, they're legit. Oh, man. Joking, not making fun of, but they were reading the emails, the customer service emails, and they were just like complaining about him, which was hilarious. Like, look at this guy. Oh, he got a purple label, and he's mad about his books. I'm dying laughing.
That is kind of funny.
Dying laughing. And, legit, they're reading the email. Like,
I hope it was CJ's email.
I submitted the book. It was a 9.4. It came back a purple label, and now it's a 7.0. Just like that. Oh, shit. Shout out to CGC. Speaking of CGC at Heroescon, did any of you guys... Shout out to Jack. Did any of you guys get on that line? Or did we all got on that line, right?
Hell no.
You didn't get on
what?
The CGC line.
No.
You didn't get on it either, Tyler? Remy Q, I know you got on it. What was your experience like on that CGC line? Hey.
Oh, yes.
Hey. Oh,
Remy.
by Jim Starlin.
Come hither.
Remy and Justin Birch circumvented that whole long wait.
It only took me 11 years to finally submit this book. Maybe I would have got a higher grade 11 years ago.
What was your CGC experience like on that line and stuff? You had to wait long?
So I did the I filled out the paperwork on my phone and then I waited to print it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was there with Justin Birch. Both of us went in there, printed out the paperwork, handed the books to the people, and left. And we didn't even have to wait in like that line where everybody had their paperwork like written out or whatever.
Really?
Yeah. We just printed the thing out, handed it to them, and then left. And then they said we would have it by the end of show, and they explained to us it was by end of show Sunday because I didn't do like the special fast track or whatever. But that being said, I never got any notification it was done. It just said it was being graded. And then I think 15 minutes after 6 on Sunday, because I was waiting in that line, I finally talked to somebody and they handed me the book. So
They handed you somebody's book.
somebody's book.
It was an X-Men 1.
I agree, Jim, 1,000%. Nick, what was your experience like on that?
I didn't have any problems at all. I had submitted 2 books at the beginning of the show, and then Sunday morning you mentioned if they were, grading and quality control, that they were done, that they didn't send out the emails. I got 2 grades back that I was very happy about that I kind of want to keep quiet just now because...
What were they?
One of them is a gift. Well, there were 2 of the same book. One of them is a gift for someone to get a little later. I'll discuss. But I actually want to know what the boss's story was behind the injury of her left elbow. It looks like she had like a shark bite or something on her left elbow. So I was kind of curious what that was. So
Brittany. No,
The
that's
boss at CGC.
yeah.
So you didn't ask. You're just saying you were curious and moved
I
on
was
with your
curious.
life.
I thought you had the answer.
What a
So
horrible
you lead with this is
half-ass
terrible.
story.
Yeah, well,
God.
not as good.
I was waiting
No,
at the
no,
pharmacy behind
I'm
me.
sorry. I'm sorry. There was an ending. There was an ending. I forgot to mention that she gave me some hot chocolate and bread, and then everything was fine.
Disgusting.
Oh, so good.
yo.
But I was also disappointed. Like last year, they seemed to have a ton more pins, and they seem to all be gone like very early in the morning.
Yeah.
People caught on to the
You
pin.
mean the prize pins or those pins? Because I got a bunch of those. The prize. I did not
Maybe they did have a lot more, and they just didn't want to deal with Mark the whole time.
I hit him early. I hit the GP and I got through their bullshit and I was done with them.
I can tell you, after Justin and I submitted our books, I watched Mark pull that pin. We walked over to that side and said, "Hey, can we pull the pin?" And she said, "Oh, we're going to do that here shortly. Check back in like 15 minutes or whatever." I left and came back in like an hour. Silly me, and all the pins are gone. I never got
I just got the one good one.
Roscoe pulled a glitter 10 also, and he got a Scotty signed X-Men 21. That was pretty cool.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it was an 8.0, wasn't it?
It was a 9.6. It was a 9.6.
The 8.0 is what they tried to hand me. That's right.
I pulled a 9.9. They gave me a hat, which I promptly gave to Roscoe's father.
Probably should have wore it, man.
Yeah.
Shout out
the
to
hat
Papa.
too. I like the hat. It was one of these, like the snapback trucker hats. The CGC.
Not the one I got. The one I got was
Velcro.
Yeah, wasn't good.
Shout out to Papa Roscoe. Roscoe has some
It was
fantastic
awesome.
parents, man. Mama Roscoe and Papa Roscoe are both equally phenomenal in their own rights. My experience with CGC, yeah, I'm gonna sound like a real douchebag in this story, but I go to exactly. I go to CGC on Friday morning, Austin LeMay, to submit these, right? So I'll show you these, and this is Friday morning.
Woo!
So Common King Cancer,
That's tonight's giveaway.
Metal Virgin. Hey, you got it?
Yeah.
Woo!
Number 1
9.9.
of 15.
9.9 Metal Virgin Common King Cancer, right? So I go to submit this. I wait for Austin to get in. We head over about 9:45, 10 o'clock. And we get on the line while I go in front of the witness. Austin signs it, blah, blah. Luckily, Josh, who was the head of submitting the stuff, the tall dude. So he and I were talking, whatever, blah, blah. Submit my stuff, go on one line, print out this thing, whatever. I get on the line. Mind you, this is at 9:45 in the morning on Friday. I pay for 3-hour turnaround time. $266 for those 2 books. 3-hour turnaround time.
Turned out to be 4 days.
Bro, I go back and then I was just like, yo, is it 3 hours? He was just like, yeah, it's 3 hours. I was just like, so that's more like 5 or 6, right? Just to give you some leeway. He was like, yeah, yeah. I went back that day and it wasn't there. So then I go back the next day on Saturday. It wasn't there. I go back again like Saturday at like 3 o'clock and I just go right up to the counter and people start beefing. And they're like, yo, you got to get online. I was like, I'm not waiting on the line. I'm an influencer.
Don't you know who I am?
I'm so proud of you right now.
I was just like, I'm not waiting on the line. So it was this one dude, and there's another guy that I think he has a YouTube channel and all that too. I was just like, I'm not waiting on the line. So then I'm there, whatever. They were like, oh, they're not ready, blah, blah. Luckily, at the end of the day, I think Comic Vet was bouncing, and he was just like, I just picked up my book from CGC. If they're in grading quality control on the app, then they're ready. And then I went over, spoke to whoever. No, it was actually Brittany, and I got my books. Yeah, I was just like, I'm not waiting on the line. I'm an influencer, goddammit. The awesome thing, though, even I still haven't sent my formal complaint email that they're gonna make fun about in Famous Toast. They actually cleaned the metal. It had some like glue on it, and Austin and I were trying to take it off, and they actually cleaned it like for freezy. So I guess because it was a charity book or something.
I wonder if they meant to do that, or what if somebody got it to grade it, and they were like so OCD, they were like, "What the fuck?" And they started picking at the glue, and they're like, "This is bullshit," and cleaned it off because they couldn't stand it to be on there.
Nice. It was good seeing Bubs. Yeah, man, I paid for that 3-hour stuff. So should I send them an email and be like, "Hey, I paid for 3 hours. I need sort of
$200. I paid $40 for mine. If I didn't get mine back by the end of the show, I don't really care."
Oh shit!
That is bullshit because if you were only there one day,
yeah,
like, that's a.
Well, their method is if they don't have it back in time, they just ship it to you for free at your home address.
But if you paid over $200 for that to get it back the same day, that's the real problem.
Yeah,
and whoever mentioned it in the comments is 100% correct, because I was at a booth where a guy came back. He had a fucking short box of slabs. Then he went back, brought another one. They're all laughing, and he's like, "I got 5 more boxes. I need it." I was like, "You got 7 short boxes of books, freaking graded." It was crazy.
While I was waiting online, the first time to pick up the book, and I was on that line for mad long. Like you said, yo, a dude comes with a hand truck, 5 of those CGC boxes, 25 slabs fit in one of those boxes. He had to look through 125 slabs before he got off the line. That's crazy. They should have limited it 20 books at the max, if that. I don't think they were prepared, or they didn't know they were going to be inundated, big word, with all these submissions.
They've done this before. They had to know
Friday morning, DJ. Friday morning, vendors were already over there talking to them. Vendors were
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday it was. Vendors were already flocking them, and during the load-in, trying to get stuff graded before the show.
I said, "I'm not waiting on this line. Do you know who I am?"
Damn loading line either.
Yeah, fuck that line. All right, so that was CGC. Overall, I want to tap each of you guys. What was like your favorite moment from Heroescon weekend? Let's start with Nick. What was your favorite moment, or moments, if you want to go plural, for Heroescon weekend?
Wrapping my arms around Remy Q while simultaneously looking at Mark's bare toes at the same time.
So, okay.
Hey, just a quick aside. Does anybody else see that 9.9 now and just like, oh, that's nice? Does it carry the weight it used to?
No.
Okay, just wondering.
For me, it's not going to phase out 9.8s. I'm still going to go after 9.8s, but a 9.9 doesn't have the power that it once held. Like, I remember selling some shitty ass books. I got a couple of 9.9s, sold maybe like a $30 book, got a 9.9, easy $300.
Yeah,
just because of the 9.9. Jim says the art auction. Yeah, whoever was there in the chat, what was some of your favorite parts of the thing? Friday night for the win, the get together. The Knicks highlight was hugging Remy and looking at Mark's toes, which, sir, you do have some long toes.
I do. It served me well.
You do. It looks like you have like a stump and you just stapled hot dogs to it.
I went to ape school.
There you go.
Oh, no. I think all of the meals, too. All the meals are fantastic.
Tyler, what was your top moment?
I've my highlight.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there are so many, but I was really looking forward to meeting Jonathan.
Yeah, that was great.
War Machine Punisher. Really happy I got to meet. And a low light was probably meeting Freaky Louie for sure.
A low light?
Definitely a low light. If you think Freaky Louie is a completely different person when you meet him in person, not even close to the same. Yeah, that's what we were all doing when we met Louie.
I thought for sure your low light was going to be waiting in the 90-degree heat for the card store that wasn't a card store to
No,
open.
that didn't bother me. You were the one sweating. I was fine. It's like, man, you're from Texas. This is nothing.
Freaky Louie is a gem, sir. Is a gem.
No.
What about you, Remy Q? What were some of your top moments or top moment?
Getting to hang out with you guys.
Oh, all right. What was your second top moment?
No, that was it. That was it for me. I'm sorry. That's it. That's why I went there. I literally went there. It sucked. In fact, I feel bad saying it, but I'm the closest person, one of the closest people in the community. And it's like, the con's nice, but I'm going there to see you guys. Like, that's cool. Yeah,
You're
everything
welcome.
else is bonus on top.
All right, I appreciate that. What about you, Mark Landrum?
Without fail, why the fuck you throw my government out there like that?
I don't know.
Daniel.
Sensei?
Oh, wait.
Without fail, every year since you two people have been going, it's breakfast at the weather. There's just something about I love that time of day. I'm a morning person, and just sitting there, like everyone just kind of coming to, staggering in, sitting there with like some fresh coffee after like just having a busy day the day before, knowing what you're looking forward to that day and the possibilities of it, and just shooting the shit and just starting the day off laughing and seeing all the creators come in and out and arguing over who the fuck is this person even. Like it's just, the breakfasters are the best. It's just, I don't know, it's just when we're at our most vulnerable, when we're just at our realest.
I still don't know, to be honest with you. And I tried to explain that to Angel. I was like, hey, you see that guy right there? It might be this person or it might be that person.
You mean Jim Chris Starlinmont? You mean?
It was Chris Claremont, dude. I'm telling you.
When we were waiting at CGC, he walked past. I was like, oh, yeah, this is one of two people. There you go.
Oh, other low light. The low light, besides Louis, nothing could be lower than Louis. But Chris Claremont's thing he did for the art auction had to be the worst thing I've ever fucking seen in my life.
What did he do?
Oh, sorry, Mark.
Oh, yeah, this is
His art for the art auction was like him writing a few words on that piece of paper. It was horrible. I wonder if I have a picture.
Yeah, see if you have it, and then we'll.
It was embarrassing. I could do it. That's what says it all.
That
Yeah,
shit
I
was
did.
hilarious. That we
do
didn't
it.
know. Well, I mean, I said it was Chris Claremont.
There you go.
Hold on, wait.
We were all second guessing it, even looking at pictures of him. That was the crazy part. What is that?
That was his donation to the
I
art
know you
auction.
said that, but what am I looking at? It's hard to see it. All I can make out is the word roar.
There's like some stuff from a book, some lines from a book, and then snicked and roar.
Like, did he just draw that up at the con, though?
What did it sell for?
It looked like he drew it in his sleep.
No, I'm asking, is that like some kind of historical piece of like crafting a story or a character, or is that some random shit he drew that weekend?
I think it is from that weekend, but I'm pretty sure it's like part of a script from one of his books.
I mean, he is a writer, isn't he?
I don't care. That was horrible.
I
That was the
agree with
worst thing I've
Tyler.
ever seen.
Yeah.
It was kind of like Tom King. He's not an artist, and people ask him to do remarks or drawing. He literally does
And everyone knows it's funny.
stick. Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
not
stick
funny.
figures and
That's not even
captions.
funny. That's just terrible.
That's pretty bad, even for Chris Claremont. I thought he had a stroke like mid drawing.
he was probably pissed that all these people at the breakfast were calling him "goddamn Jim Starling." You see that?
No, but it was dope when he came over. He was just like, "Yeah, that's mine." They're like,
Don't
"What?"
you see I don't have on
And I
that
had to
jacket?
hide the
It's
picture. Like,
same-
what?
Yeah, we're like, "What?"
I
And he's
don't. I'm gonna tell you. Somebody showed me on their phone the two people. I was like, I still don't know who the hell I'm looking at here. I don't know which one this is. It's
Did
the
he
same
come over
exact
at one
guy.
point?
It's the same guy.
Bro, he come walking up behind me. He's like, "Yeah, that's mine." I dropped my phone real fast because I had cropped the photos next to each other to compare them. And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "That book." I'm like, "What book?" He's like, "I was looking at a book, right?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah."
He was like,
Pretty
sorry,
good.
I heard the word.
Be like, hey, can I get your autograph so I can see who the hell you are? I don't know who you are.
No, it's funny that he like fucking he blushed when I was just like, oh, the legend. I didn't even say his name. I was just like, the legend. And he was like,
And
oh,
you
stop.
can't. What if you said the wrong thing? And then
I
it's
just said the legend.
I said, "Hey, Jim."
I went to Starling that second day or whatever. Was it on Sunday morning or Sunday morning? I went to Starling and I was just like, hey, Mr. Starling, yo, he didn't like look up nothing. Turns out it was the fucking guy from Concierge.
You should have all gotten a line and said something different, like, "Hey, pal. Hey, buddy.
What's up,
There
champ?
he is, big
Damn, you got to
man."
meet my buddy Tyler yet? Tyler, introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Tyler, and you are?
I'm trying to look for something. I don't know. We might be giveaway dry today. Giveaway dry. I don't have anything in arm's reach. Were there any? But first of all, you said Freaky Louie as your low light, sir.
Oh, for sure.
That's
Me-
insane.
Meeting Freaky Louie was on my bucket list.
Mhm.
Freaky Louie is amazing, man.
Me, he dropped the bucket for me.
No. Delivered 120%. You don't know what you're going to get when you meet people for the first time. And I got exactly what I wanted. Thank you. Just a phenomenal person.
Yo, Puff Comics was there. What's up, Puff? Good to meet you at Heroescon. Real quick. I just wanna highlight my shirt. This shirt, ladies and gentlemen, courtesy of Comics and Caviar. You can get yours on comicsandcaviar.com. I am a shill, baby. I am a shill.
Do you have cargo shorts on?
I do have cargo shorts on. Why? Why do you ask?
I just wondered if you had a teddy bear on that leg because it looked kind of furry right there.
What? You saw my legs?
Yeah, when you just lifted it up.
Cargo.
How? I went like this.
You got cargo.
What?
Hairy ass knee.
Check the replay. Check the replay.
Oh,
Look at those little ass.
Not wearing any pants. So
let's not talk about legs, man.
He's a whole leg.
Knicks kicks and comics legs. Dolphin status.
You know what's funny? After all the talk on the past few months, not one person mentioned the legs during the whole convention.
because they were worried
all
about
standing
everything
behind your
else.
back.
Did you see the way his head is connected to the shoulders? It's it's weird. It's weird.
He's all head.
Yeah. It was like Danny DeVito and Arnold when they're in that gas station. Like, look at the back. It's worse than the front. It's like, golly.
Real quick, shout out to Brian. Pleasure of meeting him this past weekend as well. Reminder, the CBC Award nominations are now open. cbcawards.org to nominate today. Make sure. Do you guys, you did your nominations?
Not yet.
Mm-mm.
No, you didn't do them? None of you guys did them?
Not yet.
How long
Did
is it
you?
open for this time?
Well, was it open when we were at Heroes, right?
Yeah, it opened on that Saturday. I think, Brian, if you're still here, is it August 12th?
This whole week was like a blur to me.
Yeah. It was honestly because like we went to Heroes, we got back, and then like the second I got back, I started doing laundry, and then I was like, man, I have this phenomenal slab. What will I stand it up with? Oh, of course, I'll use my superior stand. It's the only way I showcase any of my slabs. Superior stands.
Yeah, I came back, immediately started celebrating Juneteenth, and then just went on with my week after that.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
What did you do, Tyler? I'm curious.
Tell us about
Oh,
a
I can't say
celebration
that.
for you. Start at the beginning of your day and just walk us through it.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Well, it's a multi.
Oh no!
No. All right, moving on.
That's so last week.
Yeah,
It's really
Oh,
not. It's still
look, I
so
got some
funny.
toast and I dunked it in chocolate milk.
Yeah, you need a hot chili one for this week.
Dude.
yo, this is super random aside from anything that we're talking about. Yo, so I got my haircut today, and it's funny because I don't know why that clip reminded me. Yo, so my barber, we're talking about it. For some reason, we're talking about if there was a different universe, multiverses, and it was just like, oh, then we could get, well, this is all him. We could get like organs from like our other selves, blah blah. And I was like, for that, just make like on the island, just make clones or whatever.
Yeah.
Then we started talking about being immortal, and I was just like, yo, man, this is like, I was just like, yo, that was
Barber's awesome.
yeah. I was like, it will suck to be immortal because you have to watch everybody you love die. Then when you meet new people, blah blah, you're gonna have to watch them die. Oh man, he goes, I didn't even think about that. No wonder vampires have attitudes.
What?
Yeah, I was like, what?
I've always pictured your barber was like that dude from that clip who's like, "Did you get that thing oiled down yet?" Oiled down? Yeah. Did you get it oiled up? It's like, what? Talking about oil things? Yeah. No, why don't you say that?
Why can't you just fucking cut my hair?
All right. I'll finish. I'm gonna get you from the back real quick.
No wonder vampires have attitudes.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That thing oiled you.
I don't like men no more.
Like women 5 times this week, Remy. No. Yeah, nominations close August 10th. Make sure you go out and nominate your favorite channels or deserving channels. Or you could just nominate yourself. Who gives a shit? Make sure you nominate. So if you want to be part of the conversation, that's my whole thing this year with the awards. If you want to complain like people do, you have to be part of it. You cannot complain if you're not part of it. If you don't nominate people, you're not allowed to complain. If you don't vote, you're not allowed to complain. That's my approach.
And if you complain, you're a bitch. Just straightforward, whether you voted or not.
Straight up.
Boom!
That's what Brian on the website. Brian has to put that. Did you participate? No. Use a bitch.
Congratulations.
Complaining about something for fun is just that's bitch made through and through.
There you go. See, I'm with this. I'm totally with having a clone and be like, oh shit, I stubbed my toe. New toe, please, or something like that. Yes, Nick. See? Nick, you would. Let's go to the island.
Yeah.
Nick was the clone.
Nick was
That was popping. Zero, cool. What's going on?
Thank you,
There you
Brian.
go. Look at that. Bong. Don't be a bitch. Nominate now. Word up. So Heroescon, you guys all picked up stuff. How did you feel like the pricing was? Like, were the price is good, the price is bad, the price is fair, too expensive?
The price is right.
Yeah. See, but you getting like big, and you, sir, know how to negotiate. Are the rest of you guys big negotiators? Like Mark will be like, no, I'm not paying that, and kick him in the dick.
Yeah, I don't pay what it says ever.
The thing about Mark is Mark will do that with. How do you negotiate with free shit? That's what I want to know.
I know. It's like, yo, I don't want this prize. You got another one back there? Yo, it's the first post of the day.
He was literally handed a free slab. He was like, "No, that's not good enough."
No, you ain't playing me. Fuck that noise. I'm not the one.
Tell them.
No, you know what's funny is I just went to Joe Fest and Finn. We're there to take Finn to go to a con and Monkey because they couldn't go to Heroes, and so I'm there just for them. Walking around looking for Godzilla toys and this and that. He finds one, and I know we're getting ready to walk off. So I lean down and I hand him some money. I'm like, "You see how much is it?" He said, "Yeah." I go, "Ask him if that's the best he can do."
Oh shit!
And I got it all on recording. I got Finn haggling the guy down. Like I'm like, never pay full price.
Wow.
But he got the guy down a little bit.
Shout out to Finn.
But I did good at Heroes. I'm comfortable talking to people. I'm also conscious of the fact that whatever sticker prices you see at conventions with vendors, you cannot expect them to be accurate prices. You cannot put that kind of pressure on a vendor and expect them to have to reprice their entire inventory between shows when these guys are setting up one week to the next. So they're going in there with the expectation that people are going to want to talk prices. You know, sometimes that's to your favor. Sometimes they'll look it up like this shit's actually more than that now, and you're going to have to probably pay sticker or find it somewhere else. But everything I picked up was extremely below FMV for what I got. I got some big books.
You did. Would you? You're not going to share what you paid for that Hulk, right?
700.
Now,
Grand.
That's-
really?
Yo,
It's less than the cover price FMV of a 0.5.
yeah, that's amazing.
So if I take that 1.8 purple label, which I looked up, it only had minor color touch to the cover. So I can take that. If I choose to, I can get it cracked, clean press, regraded. And if it comes back any blue grade whatsoever, I've more than doubled my money.
That's fantastic. Yo, you know what's funny? Because I'm not a fan of purple labels. It looks good in a purple label.
Yeah,
Bring it out, baby. Bring them out. It's hard to yell with the barrels in your mouth. Swizzy!
It's the first appearance of the Green Hulk. So it kind of just, it's almost fitting. And I've never owned a purple label, and I saw it and I looked at the prices and stuff. I'm like, if I could get him down a little bit, I'll be happy with it. And he did not have it for $700, but I got it for $700. Because he tried to do that whole, like, if you clean it and press it and get it wet. He's like, I'm like, bro, like, I don't even know what a cleaner and a presser is. Like, what are you talking about right now?
With your Legion of Comics. What up, Dale?
This guy right here.
Yeah, so happy as hell with that. Only 2 to go.
That was a good pickup. And it's crazy. Like, it really looks good with the purple label because of the Green Hulk.
In all reality, it's me, so I'll probably never do that. You know, it's just for my PC. It's a fun story. It's cool knowing that about it. And
I don't think it even really matters. So what? It has a little color touch on it. Like,
well, I don't think it matters either, but I'm thinking, like, in terms of investment, when you're spending that kind of money on a book, that's when it matters. When the money's leaving your wallet, that's when it ultimately matters and should matter. When you're spending money that, like, you work for, that you save up for, that could be spent on elsewhere. You don't need to be making a stupid investment with $700. I don't care how much money you have. So, like, that was just the move.
yeah, I think it's great. And you could probably sell it for that or more just without doing anything to it.
Yeah.
Yo, that's you, dogs. Yo, shout out to, oh, snap. I didn't know this was you. I'm sorry for cutting you off. So this was Will. Oops. I'm not going to say the last name. He had the Wu-Tang shirt on that he came to the booth. Yo, had the pleasure of meeting him. He actually saw me when I was online on the C3 line. I mean, the CGC line, pissed off. And he made my day, man. So what's up? Pulled out his dead end number 1. Which
yeah. I know you're talking about now. Yeah.
And you roasted him.
I roasted everybody. If you didn't get roasted by me, it's because I don't like you.
Mama's got roasted.
Yeah, dude. I roasted DJ's mother-in-law, and I had to look up a Spanish translation to do it.
That was hilarious.
Masada.
Shout out to Zero Cool.
Dude, Madeline died. Mrs. Lynx died.
Yeah.
She was laughing all weekend long, dude. She's just such a treat to hang out with, man. I told you before, like, it was awesome getting to hang out with both y'all. She's not just there. She's absolutely part of it. She's excited to be part of it. She participates in everything from the booth to the picking up books, the filming to the conversations. She's just,
and she buys.
It's like having another DJ there.
She buys DJ really cool stuff too.
She does.
She made up a few things about me, but you know, I'll move on from that.
Anyway, back to Zero Cool. Go ahead, Ricky. I'm sorry.
Never mind. No,
No.
We'll talk about it in private.
Talk about it Thursday.
So Zero Cool whips out the dead end, and then we I signed it. I was super excited. Signed it, brought him over to Matt to sign it, then brought him over to Javon to sign as well. Will has the only other triple sign dead end number 1. I have the other. It's right there in the 9.8. I will never sign that book again. Just so
you'll sign it if I ask you.
No, I can't. I'm saying it now. I'm saying it live on YouTube. I'm never signing it just so that he and I could be the only 2 people with triple sign.
You can say that shit all you want. I want my book signed. You go sign.
Yo, that was some shit. Yo, she got Mrs. Lynx got Mark and Austin coffee and put 4 shots of espresso in it.
In an already an espresso coffee.
Mark, like the UPS man from Mad TV. Remy Q, you were gonna say something, sir. Looking all handsome.
No. We'll talk about it later.
But we're on a talk show.
Okay, fine. When,
no, we're not gonna talk about it. No.
When your extended family showed up.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that, DJ. I mean, I said we could talk about it later, but you want to talk about it? I wasn't expecting that.
Let's talk about it. What?
Like when your family showed up, I was like, "Oh, this is really cool to meet everybody," but I didn't expect that, DJ. I mean, come on, man. Let's elephant in the room, like it's. You know.
What?
He's trying to tell you your sister-in-law's hot, bro.
I mean, golly, I was like, wait a minute, what?
Awkward silence.
Oh, now that Maggie's
It's fun, you know, like I was like, oh, I didn't know there was a show that came with the con. That's all I'm saying. It was a good show. That's all I'm saying. I didn't expect that. It was, yeah.
Now you know how Tyler's felt all these years.
Yo, what up, Gary?
What?
Yeah, now that Maggie's off the table.
Yo, his brother-in-law's about to send you a little cameo, Remy. Really cute.
Subscribe
Everyone, not
to Remy Q Studio.
not the metal one. Why would you even say not the metal one? We all, those were only like for us.
What the fuck?
Like,
Shout out to Durs though for putting in the work. Dude, it was very difficult to get that signed by all of us because how busy everyone was. I don't even know if all of us got it signed by all of us yet.
Yeah,
I'm missing Austin LeMay.
oh, for real?
The ones that y'all left with me at the table, I got signed by everyone. I don't know how you missed Austin. He was there at the table.
Yeah, I got
Oh, which reminds me, I gave ours to Nelson. He says thank you. He was been waiting for it for almost a year. It was very cool. He says thank you. He's going to hang it around the shop. It's one of his prized possessions now.
Nelson's awesome, man.
Nelson is the man. Big shout out to
Yes, he is. Huge thank you to Big Time Collectibles who sponsored the exclusive for us to take with us. Completely covered the cost of the cover art, the print run, shipping it to us. Absolute legend. Be sure to check out Big Time Collectibles. Like he doesn't want us to congratulate and thank him and everything, but that's very important. Like he's the most altruistic shop owner in the game.
I'm gonna do an order check because I said if we get any orders from 9 o'clock until the end of the show, I will include a signed unnatural order. Nope, no orders as of yet.
Rob, will you drop the link again, bud?
No orders as of yet. Yes, I picked up a small book.
Custom label, nice.
Custom
The
label.
Silver Surfer one?
Oh, that one too.
Or the Head Kiss variant?
Reader's Digest.
This is the biggest book I picked up this weekend.
Yeah, that's
Silver
beautiful.
Surfer 4.
Okay.
Hit that Big Cartel link. Go pick up your Comic Screen Cancer stuff and get the extra throw in during the show.
Are you just
Oh,
showing
the
off
Hulk
to
behind
Nick
it.
or
We got
what?
Hulk and Spider-Man back there. Looks good.
No, because it's funny because I had them here. So obviously, whatever, like you see it in the bag, I picked up an Amazing Fantasy, put the video out on the thing, whatever. And legit, I didn't see it. I got it, showed it to whoever was at the C3 booth, and then put it away in the room in the safe. And I didn't take it out until I went to film my haul video. So when you see me in the haul video, that's when I like look at it and that shit hit me that I was just like, So
Feels good, I bet.
Yeah. I don't know what's next. I don't know what's next for your boy.
Well, if you're doing Marvel, Fantastic Four #1 and X-Men 1 are the only two left from the big Silver Age Marvel stuff.
Well,
For me, I would just say probably a better grade.
No, now you can graduate to the next tier of collector, and we talked about that.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
You're not going to be a DC collector. You ain't got pockets that deep.
Not doing
Just for,
Golden
con-
Age.
just for context, the Spectre, the first appearance of the Spectre in a 3.0 sold for $97,000 this weekend. The Spectre, same grade as that AF-15, $90,000.
Yeah.
It's
But
a different, it's a whole
DJ
different
gets what he can
animal.
afford, though. That's why,
yeah, he had to settle for that.
He had to
3.0
settle for
Amazing
it.
I'm
Fantasy.
thinking,
I
like,
would've
think
liked
it's
a
more
4.0.
not necessarily a Tech 27 or an Action 1, but Like getting a Superman one or a Batman one, like not their first appearance, but their first and their solos.
The
Like,
first
shit like
Joker
that
is
is-
Batman one, right?
Oh, then that one's off the table.
Yeah.
Chris Joker. I might. Was I telling Nick this? Yeah, we spoke on the phone. So immediately, as collectors, we're like, "What's next?" I think I want an Alex Ross original painting
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
and the Mortal Hulk cover, like the original painting.
God damn. That'll cost about as much as that AF-15,
I told him.
but it'll be an actual piece of original art from Alex Ross.
You might have to know somebody who knows somebody to get one.
No,
Will you get that?
You can go to his website if you got the pockets.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dude,
And I happen to have on cargo pants, so
okay, so you got enough pockets.
yeah, my
But you have these
pants were
pockets.
designed by Rob Liefeld. Anyway, so you would be proud of me. So, because I saw the book on Friday morning, I went around. That's when I was looking at things, whatever, on Friday morning, and then I saw this dude had this price. Then I asked him, "Yo, what's the best you could do?" He basically told me to fuck off, like legit.
He had fuck off face.
Well, yo, 1000%. Then I go with Mark. I was just like, "Mark, I need you," and he told both of us to fuck off. Then I went back.
You didn't take me over there.
Yeah, but we went, and he was like that. He was super firm.
No, I never even saw the booth. Remember, I even fucked with you about not even getting to go.
But you didn't talk to him. I went to him, and I was just like, "Yo, whatever." But you were there, and
Oh,
then
we walked by it. I got you.
I went back to him, and I was just like, he legit was just like, "No." He goes, "I don't need the money," and I was just like, "Yeah, but I need the book." Like that. Yeah, and then finally I go back, and I'm like, "Oh shit, Nick, what are you doing to me?" Nah, not that.
That's pretty sweet.
And then I go back to him, and finally I'm just like, "Yo, come on, man. Is there anything you could do?" Blah blah. And then he was just like, "All cash." I was just like, "Yeah." He was just like this, and then whatever. And I was just like, "Deal. I'll be right back." So I just had to go back to get a few more bucks.
That second one that you posted, Nick, that $20,000 one that you just posted, that's the original cover art for the Death of Stan Lee issue of Immortal Hulk.
Yep. So, gentlemen, what Nick is doing is posting links to Alex Ross paintings in the private chat.
Because we're the Link Squad.
Because they hate me.
Not so private chat. Look at this one.
What's going on, my dude? What's going on, man?
That last one is crazy.
Don't look nothing like that.
Was there any?
I don't like that one.
Nah.
That's a Green Lantern.
It's Iron Man.
That shit is whack.
That is Mark's right. That is a Green Lantern.
The Joker thing. Was there anything from the con? Because we're talking about good, bad, and the ugly. That was just like maybe you didn't care for, or something that didn't go your way, or something like that. That maybe left a bad taste in your mouth. Besides something. What was it, Mark? You're shaking your head.
Yeah, there's this one vendor, dude. He was just like checked out to lunch. Like Friday morning, I was live streaming. And I went up to him and I inquired about a Marvel Spotlight 5, and he had like it was a low grade and he had an astronomical price. And I was like the first one I talked to him about, and I asked him about it, and he was just in la la land. And he's like, "Oh, that's close to fair market value. Best I can come down is this, and that's giving you a deal." I'm like, nah. I'm like, people like that I just don't like.
Yeah. What about you, Remy Q?
I didn't like the hotel.
Where were you at?
Yeah.
The Weston.
Weston.
He was on the same floor as me.
Yeah, and I got the corner room too.
And he found out I'm a moaner.
Jesus Christ.
What? He was all the way down the hallway. He told me, "Shut the Hey, DJ, shut up." I was like, "Yeah."
Come on.
What?
That's my noise that I make, bro.
Can I get a
When? When do you have the noise?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice there was no garbage cans. So the last day when we were breaking down, and I'm like, "Where's the trash can?" And Madeline had already figured it out and already had a solution for it. She's like, "Oh, just put it in this box here." And I'm like, "Fucking right."
Why do you think that? Somebody's gonna put a bomb in the trash can? I know they took after 9/11. They took all the trash cans off the street over here.
What?
And I kind of think we were spoiled at C2E2 with all the carpets on the floor, but my feet were killing me.
Were you wearing flip flops?
I didn't think it was bad.
That
I
was
didn't think it
dumb.
was bad either. Yeah. In fact,
My foot's
I
just-
remember C2E2
C2E2 destroyed my feet.
Yeah,
Really?
I
That was the worst my feet have ever hurt.
when
was
we
at
were in
C2E2.
Chicago. I ended up getting like padding or whatever, like for my shoes because I was like,
Yeah.
this is awful.
See, but that's Tyler. I could understand why your feet were hurt because you got that Andre the Giant's disease, where it's just like,
You just walk around, everybody move, and then the crowd.
I'm Tyler. I'm too big.
I keep stepping on people, and it's like, damn, this hurts my feet.
Well, there was actually one guy taller than Tyler.
Who's that?
When we first got there, that's what I told the boys. I was like, "You got to find Tyler," and they're like, "What does he look like?" This is the tallest guy, and you'll see. And then there's that guy who's like 9 feet tall walking through. Like, is that him? I was like, no. Like the old guy is like 9 feet tall. He's the
Oh,
only
I know
person
he's
there
talking
taller
about.
than Tyler.
He was 2 people in front of me on the CGC line when I met Zero Cool. It was like a big, tall dude. He had like a blue T-shirt.
He was like a real life lurch. Like he looked like a lurch.
He looked like Herman Munster, but without the without
Yeah, he's a monster. I was like, God.
Lily.
Yeah.
Shout out to Herman Munster.
Yeah.
You're right.
Other than that guy, though, then there was Tyler.
Yeah.
I know somebody's asked me, "Oh, where's Tyler?" And I was just like, "Shh." You can hear his footsteps.
You see, he's like Jurassic Park. You see the water.
Everything to the water. That's exactly.
You big bastard. That's what we're calling you. The big bastard. Shh. Doom, doom, doom. Ah, man. Shout out to your beanstalk.
Yeah, I that was my I was disappointed in the hotel. That's all.
Tyler, were you disappointed in anything else? I mean, or were you just? Oh, Tyler's. He's indisposed. My bad. I'm sorry. Hold up. We'll wait for
What
you.
was wrong with the hotel, Remy?
I don't know. I didn't like the bridge. I expected more from the bridge. People had talked about this magical bridge, and then it was like wasn't actually a bridge. I was like, it's kind of
You wanted a troll to jump out and charge you?
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I didn't like that.
Thank you, by the way, for everybody who bought my breakfast multiple days in a row. I was very disappointed in that.
Disappointed in free breakfast?
Yeah, I mean, I was like, man, y'all, you can't get me breakfast here. Can't get Wi-Fi. I was like, this is awful. Like, just everything. They were nickel and diming us for everything.
You had breakfast. You just didn't have to pay for breakfast.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said thank you for all of those community members. It's not that I went there broke and I couldn't afford it. People were very nice and they ended up buying me breakfast. But when I got to the hotel and I realized, oh shit, we got to pay for breakfast. I was like, this is.
But it isn't just any breakfast. You're eating like a gourmet
It's a very good
breakfast.
breakfast.
buffet.
You really don't need to pay because if you just write someone's room number on your receipt.
Well, I didn't. There was not one moment where I brought the family down for breakfast. I was like, we're not doing this. Like, we'll figure out.
They were in the room saying, "Daddy hates us."
Yeah, another
Remy
thing.
goes back upstairs with pancake syrup dripping down his chin.
But if you, I think in the lobby, like the regular
I wake
lobby,
up
they have,
early.
like,
Everybody else sleeps in.
Do you check
I
the
was eating
lobby
good.
because they have different breakfast stuff in different areas too?
Do you mean the club?
No,
Don't go
that's like the third floor, the lobby where the check-in was.
Oh, on the second floor. Yo, and
outside the art. In the car.
shout out to Jazz. So Mark and I met Jazz. So Jazz worked the concierge desk. So I guess Mark talked to her. She came over to the con and bought the art book and the Sonic book, and then she got it on natural order. The concierge, and at checkout, your boy's parking was free. She didn't
Mine
pay
too.
Parking.
Mine too. Yo, so when,
Let's go.
they gave us the little looks like a room key. They like uploaded it to get us out of parking. So when we were up there, we were like checking out. I was talking to Jazz, and she said she wanted to go over there, and I told her to come over there, come see us at booth and this and that. Blew my mind that she did. Almost didn't recognize her because she was out of her work clothes and she was in like let's get it closed. You know, she was ready to hit it on. And then when we were checking out, she gave me the little card because I mentioned like, so when I validate my parking, I'm not gonna have to pay twice, right? Because we're paying now and blah blah blah. I'm like, I had to do that in the years past and everything. And she's like, oh, It shouldn't be like that. Here, take this. It'll get you out for free.
Shout out to Jazz.
Yeah, she's the best.
Was Jazz the woman you spoke to on the phone a few months ago?
Could have
Hey,
been. Could have been.
Dreamhead, blowing you up, dogs.
No, I did it live on stream. I called the Weston to because people sit around and speculate and wonder shit, and I just called them while everyone was debating on something and talked to a
and then
phenomenal person there.
when I was checking out, Jazz, whatever, she checked me out, and then Jose was there, the guy that kicked us out from the hallway from last year. So he was just like, "Oh snap, you still doing?" He was like, "Oh, you still doing the podcast?" And I was just like, "Yeah, like we're here, like we're bigger, we got a booth this time." And blah blah. He was like, "Oh, that's so dope, man." So like for them to remember from last year, that was pretty cool.
It was
So
the security guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
the Easton.
Yeah, remember.
my parking situation. So I parked across the street because it was I think it was like $21 a day versus what was going to be the 35 at the hotel.
Mhm.
And I knew there would be a few loopholes to this parking thing because during the con they will do days where they open up the gates and you just pay for that day.
Mhm.
And I usually am up late at night. Would grab stuff from the car when I needed to, and Sunday night at like 3 a.m, I noticed the gates were up,
Get your car out of there now.
and I was like, "All right, I can go 100 something in on this parking thing, or I can dip out real quick." And I decided I was going to be slick and dip out real quick.
So free
Which
parking.
is a lovely idea. No, you guys got free parking. I got 3 o'clock in the morning trying to figure out where the hell in Charlotte I'm now going to put my car. Traveled to a gas station and just sat there for an hour, and then eventually made my way to a Walmart outside of town
Yo, what the fuck?
and slept in the car until the next morning to avoid the 100+ parking.
That's extreme, but I commend your efforts.
Well
But I'm saying you guys got free parking. I was traveling trying to.
Yeah,
But-
they got free parking. You earned free parking, Remy.
Shout out to your parking. I'll slit your throat.
Oh my god.
I don't know what happened. Nick, anything that you didn't love?
I was a little disappointed that things are very expensive. I had wanted to get a signature and a remark from Larry Hama on my G.I. Joe 21 from grade school.
Shout out to Larry.
This dude wanted $200.
What?
$200 for a signature and a small sketch.
Pop
So I
Shock
passed on that. I went to Bart Sears to get a Exo Manowar cover done. I handed him the cover on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
He told me Sunday that he had no time to do it. He wanted to take it home, and he would do a little bit better on it. You know,
That's
he
the
really
way to
spent
do
the
it,
time.
man. That's seriously the way to do it, is to send them home with them.
Yeah, because now he's gonna probably feel like
Which is fine. Which is fine. But now I just got to wonder if he's actually going to contact me back, and I'm going to get my cover. You know what I mean?
You didn't
Yeah.
get contact information with him?
He gave me his email stuff. I sent him an email already. I sent him an email that day, and I'm still waiting to hear back from him.
yeah, because I think he's gonna, by him taking it home, he's gonna put in the extra effort because he knows that he disappointed you.
That's what I do with Jang stuff. Like even at Heroes for a remark, I send it home with him.
Yeah,
I mean, at Dragon Con for like a good remark, I send it home with him, and I send a cover home with Jang at Heroes. And
I think it's a good idea too, because
yeah,
it's
that
like
Rob says the same thing. Matt Spidey says the same thing. If they ask if they can do it, take them up on it.
Yeah.
because like a year and a half from now, when that comes back, you're gonna be really excited.
And also, I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to Mark.
Mm-mm.
oh, because you were sleeping, right?
No. I went to go pick up my commission, and you guys, I thought I had time. You guys were just offloading the stuff from the booth.
Oh, that's right. You went with us upstairs, and you was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna
I
go."
went to pick this up, and
I like every time you show that. I like that.
you can bid on it at C3.
Yeah, they weren't able to say goodbye to a lot of people as there's too many people.
that.
I didn't get a final hug from Austin. I was running to because
Same.
the
Oh, no, I
the
did.
50 Cent books. We had a vendor here that I know bought us out like any comic shop. He gave us a massive, very awesome donation, and he said any comic shop have that y'all don't want, I'll take them off your hands. Like we were asking him, like because we didn't want to go home with those 50 Cent bin books, and he's a local vendor I know that just wholesales and whole buys and stuff, and he's like anything to make it easier for y'all, just bring it to me. Whatever y'all want to do, bring me all of them, bring me none of them. I don't care. He just donated. So I was running those down to Mike, Cherry Pickers Collectibles on Instagram. And when I came back, Austin was gone. Like he signed those books and he vanished. Like
Yeah, I missed Austin too. And another thing too, I wanted to get my my Amazing Spider-Man 36, the black cover. I wanted to get a sketch done from JR, and he was charging $700.
That sounds higher than normal, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
$700.
everything this year sounded a lot more expensive than normal. So,
To be fair, the art auction shit went for crazy money too.
To be fair, that
See,
bullshit
look,
Felix pulled has a lot of the art community kind of upset right now.
The what? I'm sorry.
What happened?
That shit Felix pulled buying his artist's own piece from the art auction via proxy bid on the phone.
For who? Daniel Warren Johnson's piece?
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out of here.
Remember, I don't even want to put people on.
Yeah, I
blast.
remember.
Put him on blast. Put him on blast.
No, it's not. No, the dude that we were talking to a lot that he likes to buy the Scotty Young pieces every year.
Yes,
Like
yes.
I pointed out, like when the dude won up, I was like, oh shit, that's Felix's people.
Yeah.
And he looked up and he saw who it was, and it was one of Felix's employees. So he goes, oh fuck no. And he walks over there, taps Felix on the shoulders, not the guy, not the employee who won it, but taps Felix on the shoulders. He goes, said like, congratulations, where are you going to hang it, kind of thing. And Felix like, oh, it's a proxy bid. And I was telling Mad Spidey about that, and Spidey's been sending me screenshots out of OA groups and shit where people are like big mad about him, like, because who knows what he did? Like he could have easily taken a picture of that, shared it in these closed groups of like his high roller customers, and auctioned it off himself before Saturday. Knew like, okay, I just sold this for $20,000. We can bid up to X amount of money, win it from the auction, and then go give it to this guy, make a profit on it, and all this. You know, it's a charity auction for people at Heroescon. You know what I'm saying? And you're over here opening the door to your private audience and stuff. It's just
that's
of your own rep, of your own artist. You know, that's kind of fucked up.
That's super shady. But real quick, Rob says shout out to Tater's Collectibles who donated. I think it was that one, the ASM 36, the black cover, signed and remarked by Scott Hanna and JR. When he came up, and he was just like, I want to donate this. I was like, what? Give me a hug. Taters. Shout out to Taters. Also, shout out to Rob Fatstacks, man. I got extreme joy from watching Rob say, hey, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to go grab a snack and come back with a sketch cover.
Every time.
I had a great deal too.
Yeah,
Rob was bringing back bangers, man.
The giddiness on his face too. It's like you see his thumbnails in the video. He's like seeing that in person and be like, Yo, shout out to Rob, man. And then, but just everybody like watching the whole videos. It's crazy. Like when on the last day when you asked me for if I had an extra short box for Pops, I'm like, what?
Like, what the fuck?
Pops didn't buy anything. What are you talking about?
Well,
You got a short box full of stuff. How?
None of us knew.
I was like, what the hell?
Apparently, he was walking around with Cuppy doing damage.
Holy
Cuppy, like, I don't know when it happened, but him and like Cuppy has all these fantastic stories about the con with my dad, and I'm like, I thought he was with us. When did this happen?
We walked around with him forever. Lisa loves Pops.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I spent some time with him on the floor too, and I was looking for this certain Muhammad Ali Superman book. He found it like 4 different times, and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, there was a lot of those there.
But
hey, we got an order, baby.
You know, they were a little bit too pricey for me over there at the con. That was like another thing. But
remember, if you're just tuning in, if you pick up any of the exclusives tonight during the show, you get a free signed copy of Unnatural Order by cover artist Matt Wilson. Limited time offer and while supplies last. Don't wait. Donate.
Thank you so much, guy. Tyler, was there anything that you didn't care for, something that didn't go your way, or something like that? I know you got roofied.
Honestly, not really.
you do that to yourself voluntarily.
Not really. I'd say
On Friday night, right?
besides Louis, I don't think anything. It was really a great weekend.
Even getting roofied?
Yeah, Saturday night after I went home, it was lights out, and then it was great though. Scotty Young's piece went for 15,000.
And the prevailing thought about that was it wasn't as good as the previous 2 years.
It was a trash piece. I'm like, let's be honest. He did.
Oh, I didn't like it.
He did a single canvas chibi, and chibis blown up are terrible. It was lazy and boring.
I wouldn't call it trash.
I will, because I've seen what he's done for years
his
there.
stuff.
Every year, this guy does some shit you only see at that art auction. You don't see it on his covers and stuff. It's like you're going for something unique when you go for something. It wasn't trash if you like his normal stuff. It was mailed in version of an art auction is what it was.
That I would agree with, because it was
just compared to
as compared to last year's Miles and Spot piece, which was phenomenal,
and the year before with Nightcrawler.
Yeah, both of those were
Nightcrawler was
crazy.
the best one I've seen him do yet.
I wrote up.
He could have been working on some borrowed time. I don't know.
He could have.
But it is better than whatever Tyler showed us.
Oh, Chris Claremont.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude, it blew my mind how that Scotty piece went too, because I mentioned earlier the same guy wins the Scotty piece every year. He pools money with his buddies. There's a group of friends there that go in for it. I don't know if they're hanging it in a bar or in a shop or what they're doing, but there's just quiet, unsuspecting gentlemen in the second row just sitting there up front, not participating in any of the shenanigans of the art auction, because this isn't a quiet, formal affair. This is a party where every five pieces the auctioneers cuss out the audience for being too loud, and then no one listens to them. But they also open up this giant ballroom double size and put bars in there to sell liquor. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They also don't command the room or the auction in any way.
Yeah, not one bit. The people that want the piece can
like, what is this? Oh, okay, it's Spider-Man.
It's like
$100.
Character. This is an anime character. No one gives a shit about.
Like, he's just bidding with his head, and then at the end, like every year at the end, the guy who normally wins just comes in, like throws an extra 1,000 on that going twice bid just to enter the bid, and they didn't even phase, dude. Didn't even look back. He just kept yes, more until it was his. I'm like, that dude.
I was actually really surprised that DWJ's piece did not steal the night, because as soon as they opened the bidding, there were like 15 people in it. They were just hopped right on it.
That was amazing.
That was way better.
And that was why that went for 11K.
11, yeah.
Yo, shout out to Izzy who brought this up. The Popeye piece was sweet. That Popeye piece was phenomenal. And I don't know, do you guys remember when that person came to the patio and told us about the Popeye piece and where it went? So I'll tell you guys backstage. But the Popeye piece, one of the artists that was there had his eye on the Popeye piece and he lost it. So he wanted whatever. Hit up the guy that won the Popeye piece and was just like, yo, like, what do you want for blah, blah? The guy gave it the Popeye piece.
Gave it to Scotty Young.
This was Scotty's.
Check this out, though. First of all,
My bad. Hold on. Oh, shit, Marco.
That's Scotty's, the one we were just talking about.
Your guns go boom, boom. My guns go pow, pow. I'm known to catch a hottie smoking something. Shout out to Big L. Not funny story, but when I went to go put my piece in the room, Scotty was on the elevator. So I rode the elevator up with, it was me, Scotty, and I'm assuming that's his wife.
Durs is saying Scotty's art rep bought his piece. I don't think that's who that was up front, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. Jason from Capture Collectibles, he bought out at 14,000.
Yeah, and Jason from Capture Collectibles buys his piece every year, and I think Jason would have known that was Scotty's art rep because Jason knows.
Yeah, he knows. Jason knows everybody. Rode the elevator up with Scotty, and I was just like, "Yo, how do you feel that you had the piece of the night?" And he was just like, "Yeah, I don't know what to say." And I was just like, "Yo, I love the Big L homage. Keep doing your thing." And he just gave me dap at the elevator.
It's a cool piece. It's just, I was just so underwhelmed because it's one of those things you're always excited because this is kind of Scotty's con. You're like, what's he going to do? What's he going to bring? like all bullshitting aside, and this isn't just fluffing because Madeline's a badass for buying this piece, but the Zavala piece was like 1,000 times better
Not
than
even
the
close.
Scotty piece. The
1,000
Zavala
is
piece was
understatement.
1,000 times better than the D-Dubs piece.
Yeah.
Like that was fucking insane.
Yeah, I agree.
Like Ghost Rider is next level.
Yeah, that whole piece by Dave Akins.
That was this.
That was next level. I mean, I could just fucking show it, dude.
Yeah, but this is good. It's like at an angle and
So the whole Dave Akins piece, I sent Madeline. I was just like, go over there to this aisle where she was with Janet. Remy, she was with Janet. I was just like, go to this aisle. I was just like, there's a dude. He's selling his 4 pieces. Is a Batman, is a Captain America, a Batman, a Hulk, a Thing. Find out how much the Hulk is. So then she's like, I didn't see any Hulk, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then I go to the booth and I was like, oh shit, like what happened to the Hulk? And he's like, oh, I donated it to the auction. I'm like, fuck. So then we talking about it. I'm gonna get a commission from him. So a full size commission like that is only $5.
Are you gonna do the style that was in the auction or the Jack Kirby style one? I saw in the video that Kirby one
Jack
is
Kirby style with the big brow, dude.
Yeah, that one's it.
So the funny part about that, because I saw that piece, I loved it. Then all the way by where JR was, it was a booth that said Dan's Dreams. That is a guy that he just sets up and to show off his art collection. I fell in love with that Hulk. So then I asked the dude, I was like, do you mind if I film the booth? Just because a lot of artists don't like when you go up to a piece and take a picture of it. Because you
make prints of it, right, Nick?
I don't know.
So
and sell your website, right, Nick?
There you go. DJ Link, DJ Nick. So then I take a picture. I'm filming with my camera. I take a sneak pic with my phone. And then I see the name. I was like, what the hell? And it's the same dude. Yeah, so I'm going to hit him up for a commission, man. I'm 100% going to get a Hulk piece from him. But like that with the big brow, Kirby style.
Yeah, that thing was wicked. I didn't see it on the floor, but like I said, it was in you put it in that highlight reel. That shit's insane. So was the thing. The lighting on it was just ridiculous.
That dude is phenomenal. Dave Akins. Zavala had a top 3 one there. The side print of the X-Men was insane. That Ghost Rider. So if channel members, and I had it unlisted for a while, so I made a highlight reel about Heroescon. The shit is like 12 minutes long, and it's broken up into 4 pieces. The last piece which is hilarious. So before even going to Heroes, like Zavala was gonna come to our booth, and the trade-off was like I was gonna film him doing his piece. Like that video, even though like it just so happens that Madeline won it, whatever. My job was to film him doing that piece. So you'll see that entire process in that video. Like if you watch it, it's in the last fourth of it, which is it's insane. He was disappointed that it went for so cheap. And it's not cheap, but it should have went
comparatively. That thing should have went for way more than that.
It was one of the best pieces there, man.
Mm-hmm.
By far is one of the best pieces there. For the Scotty piece, I thought it was odd that out the gate it started at 5,000.
I'm telling you, it's his con.
There was no thought process to any like bidding. They were like, let's start this at 100. 100? Do I hear 4,000? 4,000? No. How about 350? Just random numbers. And who was it? Was it Scott that said that they were like afraid to bid because they were changing the range of the auction so much? It wasn't like we're gonna go up by $100 increments. It's like we'll go up whatever the fuck we say.
Yeah.
That Scotty's booth that he had set up. It's the same place he's always at. And Angel wanted to go by, and like 2 days in a row, she was like, "I'm not waiting in that." And I passed it, and it was actually like low. And I was like, "Oh shit, maybe we can jump in at the end of this thing." And literally, like I stood there for a second, and I had the boys with me. And I looked, and it was like the break in the line for the hall or for like the pass through. And I looked, and then literally like to the wall, and then circling back, there was 1,000 people, and I was like, "Fuck this!" Like we didn't count. Like I was like, "You're right. You're not gonna go in this line." Like it was crazy.
Yeah,
it is. It's like every time it's his con for sure.
She should have just said, "I'm not waiting on the line. I'm Angel."
Oh shit! Just cut the line.
Let's cut the line. Sometimes you got to cut a line. Just be like, I'm an influencer. I've done that a few times.
Back to what we were talking about.
I did.
Izzy said, remember the beer garden. So at the end of the night at the beer garden, we got kicked out. They tried to kick us out, and then Will and Marcus were like, no, you're not kicking us out, and like talked to them. And so we stayed in this room that we weren't bothering anybody. And then an hour later or 30 minutes
AC
later, they
room.
came and kicked us out. Yeah. So we got kicked out, and they were like all pissed at us, even though like we had paid to be there, and we might have been there longer, but there was also nobody up there. It was weird, but it didn't really matter. I was flying high. I was feeling good, so I didn't care what was
Birds
going on.
flying high, you know how I feel.
That Michael Bublé?
That was
no, that's Billie Holiday. I might, dog. I got to see what I got going on. I know I got a graduation party on Saturday.
You're graduating?
No, family thing. Graduation party.
Yeah, when everybody was getting kicked out of that place, I was standing out on the balcony, and they still asked me to leave. Like I was just standing there, and I was like, "Listen, when I stand superior stand."
Of course.
Was the whole
Superior
restaurant
stand.com.
cleared out by that point, Tyler?
There was only like a couple people in some tables that we had before, and there was like one family or one group of people out on the like deck. So it wasn't even crowded. It's not like they were like, man, we really need these tables. There was only, I think,
was it getting like closing time or anything?
No.
No.
What
I
it
think they closed
was
at, like, 2.
initially, we were told it was a private area, and I think they thought that it was open, and we had wandered from the general group into where like our party was.
Mhm.
And then somebody explained to them, hey, we were with that party, so that's why we're in this room, because we've been in this room for 2 hours or whatever it was. And so they were like, that's fine. And then maybe 30 minutes later, somebody was like, nah, y'all
they were like, you have 5 minutes to leave.
Yeah, you got to get out.
And Will was like, or what?
Oh,
Will was about to fight him.
Yeah.
Up?
Mm-hmm.
And
He
the
wasn't.
beer garden area
He
itself,
wasn't happy.
like the main area where they
sent
had
some
everything
beer
going,
to
where it
get
was
him
kind
out.
of kicking, was not really where the group should
Yeah.
go.
Tyler, do you think they
It was
want to
not
kick
for
you guys out because they were afraid of the big high giant?
I mean, giants are always high, really. You're just tall.
Cliff should have been there. Cliff, yeah. Cliff would have fucked somebody up. Cliff is violent. I want Cliff to tell the story where he beat that dude up at at the 4th of July party. Yo, legit. Cliff is violent. I love me some Cliff.
Razor, that is what we should have said.
comic
We're
book-
having a biggie circle jerk in here. Just leave us alone.
Yeah, watch your mouth. For me, I guess just one of the things that I was disappointed in is that we didn't sell out the art book. I thought we would have sold out the art book. So I was really hoping we did that. I think at C3 booth we did, and this is not me patting myself on the back or you, Mark, or Rob, or anything, but I think we've come a long way, and I think we deserve that. So that was kind of like a bummer for me that we didn't sell out of the art book. But it made it available for people to get it at djlinks.bigcartel.com. So make sure you go pick up your copy.
Hey, I told you, I heard out in the con folks talking about the booth, so I thought that was cool.
I knew it was an uphill battle. We had a lot of copies of books, whether it be the Sonic book or the Comic Screen Cancer book or the art prints. If you just put a number on every individual piece of item we wanted to sell, that was a very high number. And I went into the con from my own perspective is we're going here to convince people to give us money for something they don't want.
Yes.
Because like we have a niche book with a good cover artist on it, but it's still a niche book. And then we have an art book made by people that 99% of the folks here do not know. So the art has to, the pieces we have on display have to help sell it, and we have to sell the book. It's none of it was going to, it's not crack. It's not going to sell itself. So I think knowing from my perspective, I didn't expect any of this shit to sell out. I think we did fucking gangbusters.
You still did gangbusters that weekend.
I
Yeah.
think it went amazing. The booth was a fantastic spot to be at. I think if we have a presence there again next year, there's going to be attendees that think to go back to that booth if they came by it. There's going to be, like Remy said, like that it was the spot to be at in that con.
Yeah, and it was one of the few booths that there was always activity at. And
Yeah.
Even if it was
sure.
just Madeline flipping through back issues.
yeah, for
It's
it
this
not,
marketing.
yeah, for it not to be like a big vendor booth or anything, there was always activity. Obviously, the energy, you could feel it. Everybody was happy to be there. But that's just me. I'm really hard on myself. You know what I mean?
I think there were a lot more eyes on it too. I mean, CGC came by to drive traffic. There was the Comics Den at one point where I saw what Mark was doing the trivia challenge with.
Who?
You know, they got 20,000 followers, so I think it's gave a
Who
lot
was
of
that?
publicity too. So
The Hulu?
how was the guy?
Oh, Angelo and his wife?
Yeah, he had his tattoo. Yeah, tattoos there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
dude.
so I noticed that the one dude like had his wife like filming him the whole time. I have no clue still who they are. Is that the guy who had the Remy slab on his shirt?
Yeah, the Comic Den, I think they call it, right now.
Yeah, Comics Den. They got close to 20,000 followers. Yeah.
Yeah, and they got like 19,000 subscribers.
Are they on YouTube or
Mhm. Yeah.
YouTube.
I gotta look them up.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of traffic. Like Nick said, the CGC went over there. We did a lot of networking. We got a lot of irons in the fire. But we want to take care of C3 weekend in October 1st before we move forward with anything. If there's going to be something next year, right? Because everybody's like definitely bigger and better next year. That's the hope. So. Try for the custom. Hey, you gotta get his interview. Hey,
Oh, that's a good idea, actually.
that's actually a really good idea.
Custom Leblay.
What? The custom label.
Leblay.
Cliff wasn't lying. He said it over here. Look, the 4th of July party that he yoked some dude up, murdered him.
Wait, in the closet?
Murdering him.
No,
Murder.
he was arguing and he was like, "Arr!"
Oh no! Oh no!
Just
murder.
Yeah, hawk to it.
Oh no!
Hit on that thing.
Yeah, everybody knows who that is now. Hey, shout out to her, man. Shout out to her. All right, we're gonna wrap up. I don't have anything in my vicinity to give away, but is there anything that you would like to see next year? You would like to change or anything next year, or like anything like you want to see different? Let's start with Remy. Anything change or different?
yeah, I'm gonna stay at a different hotel.
I agree.
I might stay across the street this time.
That's where I'm going. Staying with
Yeah.
Tyler next year.
Marriott was great.
That's what I mean. I'm gonna hang out with Tyler.
Please hold. I gotta pause you. Cliff says he went on a rant about queer people coming for our kids, and after about an hour, I just lost it.
Who are you talking about?
When Cliff beat up that dude at the 4th of July party. DJ should set up his turntables. I'm retired. But for a second, I'm not even gonna lie. It did cross my mind to be like hit up Heroescon and be like, can I DJ like the art auction, before the art starts, like in the little room over there? But I'm not gonna do that. That's a lot of work.
God, it's so loud in there. Just in general.
I'm
Yeah,
retired.
I can see.
Just play the salsa. Yeah.
Everybody will get drinks.
What is this?
The M book.
The M book. That's the thing from the thrift store. That's the thrift box.
$100.
Yep. Oh man, that shit was in. She got that and a booster gold. Look at it now. Nick, you should.
Wow.
Who pressed that?
Nick.
No.
Right there.
He said no.
Oh no.
Yo, when Nick showed that to me in the lobby, I was just like, nah, I was like, you bought
DJ
him.
and I were like,
He was like, no, that's the book. That's incredible. That's some of the best pressing. Sorry about that. I got this on my mind.
And DJ just unlocked my secret.
Comic book pressing.
I didn't think Nick was good at anything. That's cool.
Oh shit. Nah, you did fantastic, dude.
Thank you, Remy Q. Love you.
thank you, Nick.
I legit was just like, yo, this dude bought a whole different book. He's trying to bamboozle Remy.
Yeah, I told you, I honestly thought about it and then just give them that one, but they know what that book looks like. So
Yeah, it's the same one for sure. I just can't believe it.
So Remy says different hotel. Nick, what are your parting thoughts? about
yeah, for me, the hotel. I mean,
it'll be dope. Next year, it's gonna be dope when the bar opens up.
What are
SoCal,
y'all
and all that shit.
talking about this hotel shit. Like my
it's
brain-
just for me. It's like the room.
Motherfucker.
What are y'all
The
talking
room layout, like for me, the room layout was just
The
weird.
room
Like,
layout?
it's like
What- who the
it's like
fuck
DJ
runs
said.
the
If someone to come knock on the door and you open the door and somebody's in the bathroom, they see directly in the bathroom.
Yeah. in the bathroom.
1, why would someone come knock on their door? 2, why would you fucking open it? 3, why is the bathroom door open while you're taking a shit?
This is the thing, and it had a pull door that never stayed closed. It
Yeah,
always
it
wound
stays
up
Yeah.
open.
So if somebody comes to knock on my door because they're hearing a yeah, what do you call it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Put on that bag.
if my
DJ,
aunt had
shut
a
up.
chance to be my
Yeah.
uncle, Nick,
And no
I'm
pool.
stoked. I cannot tell y'all how excited I am for the Westin next year because I love going to the Westin. It's part of the experience. And next year it's going to have that completely revamped, like updated lobby and everything. And y'all already know that shit stays lit 24/7.
The restaurant is great.
Hell yeah, it is.
Customer service was fantastic. The wife actually forgot her phone in the room, and they got it back to us. But I kind of want a pool to kind of just chill out after the con. But
Yeah, everyone says that, and I
gotta get
agree.
it
I said that too, but I don't know when I would have, like, because from the con, you leave there and you go to the next thing with your homies, and from there you go to the next thing with your homies, and from there, I went to
I ain't
bed.
trying to chill in the pool with my homies.
yeah, yeah, there was a point every day, but like between 2 and 5, where I was just exhausted and I took a nap.
Because
So-
you're old.
Listen, I did a lot of walking. I didn't just stay in some booth the whole time.
You think,
Oh.
you think for a second that shit was easy.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
Oh, yo, but I was like when I got home, oh my god, on Monday, yo, I knocked out like after unpacked and everything, knocked out. I was feeling it all the way to like on Wednesday. It was yesterday. What, yo, I the whole video. So I edited the whole video. I'm watching it back before I upload it to YouTube, and I fell asleep watching it. And it's not that boring. But anyway,
I'm ready for some time off. I did the whole 4 days and then was up at 5 a.m. for work and been going, and then was off today and hung out and streamed for a little bit, but ended up going to the Augusta Toy and Comic Con here called Joe Fest. And after about 2 hours there, I'm like, God damn, I'm not recovered. I'm looking at Dad while I'm leaning on a table. I'm like, I'm dying over here.
was it only today?
No, it's all weekend.
Oh.
Dustin's coming up tomorrow. I might go.
Hey, Chad, what's up?
I might go back. What's going on, homie? I might go back up there and hang out.
Yo, and hanging out at the patio every night, especially after the art auction, was just amazing.
What hotel's the patio at?
The Westin.
Well, it doesn't really matter. You don't need to stay there to go to that.
No.
We were there.
Boom, roasted.
That was the highlight. Was just I've been watching a lot of Kill Tony, like just a lot of it. And
Yo,
I was just me and Pops were listening to Harlan Williams on the ride up.
mhm.
And by the time I got there, like I was just like excited to see everybody, and like I was just
And
ready to
Miss
talk
Lynx,
about
Miss
homie.
Lynx after the show was on fire.
Yeah, she's
Oh
wild.
my god,
No, she's wild. Leave her alone. Leave her
the
alone.
patio got real wide. What was it? It was us, Evil Mike, Drac was out there.
Oh,
Yeah, it was definitely something.
Evil Mike was just like, what the hell is going on? Yo, real quick, shout out to
Chad Shodel.
Shuttle Arts, Chad Shuttle. He did this commission that I hold in my hand. Hit him up, Shuttle Arts, Shuttle Arts on IG. Get yourself a commission. I don't want to tell you how much I paid for this because yesterday's price is not today's price. That dude is one talented SOB. Shout out to Chad. Yeah, Mrs. Links be wilding, man, especially when the Henny's in the system. She be wilding.
telling.
Yo, this is what I got to deal with. But then at home, she'll be drunk and be like, I'm like, yo, let's go to bed. I want to dance.
That was a good time. She made me book airline tickets that night.
Did you?
No.
Oh, no, don't. Like, she's wilding. I want to dance. I'm so excited. Oh, man. Any parting thoughts, Mark?
Any what?
Parting thoughts?
I cannot wait for next year. It felt so good to be around everybody again, meet a couple of the new people.
You motherfucker, you.
I look forward to this con every fucking year. I'm just so glad that everybody else is now on board.
I'm so
Yeah,
glad.
meeting Scott and his 600 pounds of gear in the lobby was pretty awesome.
Scott was ready for the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
He acted like it started last year.
Scott just came from the set of Alone, the survival show. Straight from winning that, he went to the con. Mark, yo, it's crazy when we said goodbye in the parking garage. I did not expect to get emotional, man. Like that was the last thing that I expected.
You know that photo I took of us, that was completely unplanned. That photo I took of us, we were in the exact same setup as the photo I took when we got there.
Yeah,
I'm keeping that shit.
Tyler, any parting thoughts on your end?
No.
Will you go back next year?
Go back to what?
To the future. What the fuck do you think we've been talking about the past 2 hours?
I wasn't listening to you, Nick.
What are you watching? WNBA over there?
I was. It's over.
The peak of athleticism.
Hey, Nick.
He only watches that because he's just like, oh, maybe I could play against one of these chicks.
I know you don't believe it, Nick, but women are people too.
Wow.
So what Drac and Tyler were talking about at the patio.
Okay, here we go.
Oh shit, his internet. His internet. All right.
Razor, nah, don't say that. I liked watching it, but I wouldn't say they ball better than y'all.
Ball so hard.
I don't know.
Normally I do a giveaway. I didn't prepare a giveaway, so I have nothing this week. Maybe next week we double up on something. If not,
I mean, honestly, you spent a lot of money these past 14 days.
You couldn't hit a free throw, homie. Oh man, I that's what only thing I'm good at.
Normally, DJ, I wouldn't stand for that, but I stand Superior Stands at SuperiorStands.com.
do I have any? No, I don't have any extras lying around. Oh man, this I guess in closing, next year more art and less books for me. Word, Scott. I thought you were an art collector. You let my wife get an original art piece, and you didn't get one.
True. He was too busy in the back eating pizza with SCG.
Nah, he was too busy with wearing a glowing shirt. You can hear that shit. It sounds like a fluorescent light bulb. All right, so I mean, I'm so looking forward to Heroescon. 100% in all seriousness, it is the best Comic Con I've ever been to. Yo, check this out, man. Before I even move forward, because I was telling this dude this the other day in the LCS, right? So I go to the comic book store. Shout out to Roy Collectibles. And Tino73, who's usually in the chat, he's there. And then this other dude, and then this other dude. So I say what's up to him, and he's just like, yo, congratulations, because he saw the whole video and whatever. Not the whole video, the walking video. So Tino's just like, yo, congratulations. So then the dude is just like, oh, for what? You had a baby son? And then he's like, no, he got an AF-15. So then Ken, shout out to Ken, he's just like, for real? Graded? I was like, yeah. He's like, what grade? I was like, oh, 3.0. Yo, how this other dude like makes a face and he goes, that's not bad. And it's just like, bro, you over here rocking a knockoff Jordan 45 jersey and you over here talking about the 3.0 AF-15 is not bad?
Did you tell him it had the custom label?
Damn.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
That's really the selling point. If somebody's on the fence about that book, they're like, "Oh, custom label." That's
Label. I'm in.
Anyway, so legit, Heroescon is by far, without a shadow of a doubt, the best con I've ever been to.
yeah, and it gets better every year.
Every year.
Bro, it is, as long as they keep it this way. I know eBay Live was there. Shout out to Javon. He was there streaming. A bunch of other cats. They were there. They were doing their thing. I like that. I think what takes away from just the whole atmosphere. So like at New York Comic Con and those big cons, how like Whatnot and those streaming services has just a huge presence. Like, yeah, they're needed and all that stuff, but they don't need to take up half the floor and stuff like that. So they were good.
I got a question on that note too, because I know Nerdy Girl and Javon were there. I didn't see
Nerdy
the
Girl
eBay
was
Live booth, or I didn't notice it.
What?
But the eBay Live thing, are they not with Whatnot anymore? Because I know that they were contractually with Whatnot. Did they like let
I
it
thought
run
they
out
bought
before
them, right,
Twitter?
or something.
What?
Or eBay was doing their own version of Whatnot.
Well,
So
I'm saying like a lot of those sellers have like financial agreements with Whatnot. They're not like traditional employees, but they're in contracts, which contracts have like limits to them and stuff. You know, they can't sell on Whatnot and on eBay Live, so that means they had to have left Whatnot.
No, so Nerdy Girl was never under Whatnot contract. To my knowledge, she was never contracted.
Yeah, she said that.
Yeah, I don't think Javon was either.
Okay.
But like, there are other people that are contracted to Whatnot.
Well, I think that's good too, because you usually hear about those sellers taking over conventions. Honestly, I didn't even know they were there. I saw Javon. I didn't see Nerdy Girl.
What were they selling? Because there's not con exclusives like that at Heroes.
No, they were just selling books. So they had their own books and stuff like that. Javon had a couple of exclusives. I think he did Do You Poo TMNT homage or no a Hail or something. I don't remember. I know it was a TMNT Biggie homage, so it might have been a Turtles book.
That's cool. I know like Dustin and his crew that he hangs out with there, you know, they have the big setup and they'll go live and sell, but there's like it's just their regular books that you'd expect to see there, you know, old gold, silver, bronze, some good keys on the wall and stuff. But the Nerdy and Javon, I think of them and I associate them. I could be wrong with this. I just associate them with like the con exclusives, you know. It's just where my mind goes.
Yeah, but not so much like Nerdy Girl on Whatnot. She does it, but she sells a lot of like silver and bronze, like more so than anybody else.
Gotcha.
There you go. Austin says Javon had a TMNT and a Pharaoh variant. That's what it was. Oh, the Pharaoh variant was, I think, the Blair Witch Project, right? Austin. But big shout out to Javon, man. Javon is the homie. Always happy to see him. Such a good dude. And that's the funny thing about this. Like, you get to not only talk to people, but it's just like you see him at the con, you see him at the hotel, you chill, see him at breakfast, see him at dinner, and at the Westin, not at the
wherever.
Madeline's sister was staying at the Marriott across the street, though, Remy.
Weston was sold out. That's why you parked your car over there. You slag dog.
Yo, that was you?
So now we know why you're staying up till 3 a.m. waiting in your car, you fucking kidnapper.
Jesus Christ. He was parked outside the hotel reenacting the Martin Scorsese scene from Taxi Driver.
Yo, also too, shout out to the Australians who came down and did the damn thing too, where they were down there.
That was awesome.
Yeah, shout out.
Stars came with a +1.
I thought he picked her up at the con.
Picked her up at the Canada.
Nice. There was a booth selling brunettes. Shout out to Zars, man. He's a good dude.
Yeah, hell yeah, that was awesome meeting them. Dave was awesome too.
Yeah, Dave is official. Shout out to Dave. And Dave has his stream on Sunday at 5 p.m. Heroescon wrap up. Durs is gonna do a Heroescon thing on the sesh at 6 on Sunday. I think that's it. Anybody doing anything tomorrow? I'm pretty sure it's gonna get talked about it tomorrow on Spidey's Outback. Tomorrow.
Sunday for me is regular Sunday.
I will be hosting Spidey's Outback.
Hell yeah.
What?
Nice.
So I will
Is
send
Spidey
out
off, or are you just
Spidey is
Reclaiming
off.
reclaiming the
I am,
throne?
Taking over his channel for the evening, and I will send out invitations.
You have to fix your mic before then.
going on?
His mic went down under.
And
What am I doing tomorrow? I'll probably be out. That's why it's like I think people think that is like DJ doesn't go on the streams on Saturday and stuff like that. 99.9% of the time, I am out.
When you say out,
Not
he's always got some weird story to tell about what happened. People defecating down their backs and
bro. Oh shit! I forgot
It's a
about
beautiful day out.
when
And I
DJ
said,
says
why don't we
out,
go for a walk? So we
got in
jumped
the
into a cab and we went down the road.
legit. I'm going tomorrow to this thing called. Well, I don't want to say what it is because I don't want people popping up.
because they'll follow you.
I'm just gonna go get corny. Yo,
Remy's got a track record now.
we all give a shit.
did anybody recognize you guys from YouTube at the con?
Yes, a few people. One that caught me the most off guard was that professional cleaner presser guy who came up to me right before I got back to the booth. He's like, Legion of Comics. I'm like, what? This dude's like wearing like an apron, like where he's like, I guess he was pressing stuff there or something. But he's like, I've seen your show, and he wanted to give me his card and all this stuff. And I had the Hulk book in my hand, I think, at the time. But I was telling him about it, and he was
Wait a minute! I
explaining
thought you
to me-
didn't know what cleaning and pressing was.
No, this is after I bought it. This is after I bought it. But he was telling me about like 3 different degrees of removal and stuff like this, and it was like he's like a super duper legit. I kept this card in my comic capsule, which you can get at comiccapsule.com with promo code LinkSquad.
Not comic capsule, comic shell.
Comiccshell.com.
It's all the same.
It's all the same. But you should get the one that DJ's talking about. I don't give a shit about the other one. It's a cool product, but it's not. What's the practical use?
Yo, so
The
we
comic
were-
shell, like that thing's so convenient.
I forgot what we was doing. So we had went to. I got the cart. I was coming back from the garage, and like we were got on the second floor with that guy. He had his cart, so he and I kept going, and you and Pops, whatever. So then me and that dude were walking. We're in the hotel. We're walking in the same direction. So then he goes, "Excuse me." So I'm like, "What's up?" He goes, "Was that Legion of Comics?" And I was just like, "Yeah, that was Mark." He was like, "Oh." He goes, "There's a bunch of YouTubers here this year." So then I go, "Guilty." And he goes, "Oh, who are you?" I was like, "DJ Links." He was like, "Oh, DJ Links, I watch you." Wait, you look taller on YouTube. It's like, motherfucker.
That's all of our first reaction when we meet you.
Yeah, no doubt.
Shout out to Rich. Rich, I forgot his YouTube name, but he hit me with that.
Oh shit!
I was like,
In your face.
In
I
my
forgot you too, chump. I won't stand for it unless I stand superior stand.com.
This is little DJ Links.
Yo, I was just like, come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, I miss you guys already, man.
The only person I recognized, he was like, "Oh, hey, are you Tyler from In the Mix?" I was like, "Oh, Gatsby." So that was it. That was the only person.
Oh, that's funny because I heard somebody say, "Oh, are you Tyler from the sex registry?"
So your picture popped up in my app.
I said, "Oh no, oh no."
You Tyler from the sex offenders list?
Spit on that thing.
Dude, that girl's my boy. That girl's
What a
awesome.
horrible timing. Jesus, Nick. Oh,
Shit. Nick, that was pretty bad timing. Oh shit! All right, let's
What did I do?
Get on that thing.
Jesus. All right, let's wrap it up. Remy Q, what do you got going on, especially about tomorrow?
Tomorrow night on
Fantastic hat,
Matt
by the way.
Spidey's channel.
Fantastic hat.
Thank you.
Check me out tomorrow night on Spidey's Outback, where Remy will be hosting. Other than that, I will be cleaning up this room.
It looks pretty damn clean to me. Guess. Oh, Robin,
New room.
Mm-hmm.
be careful. That's how you lost your finger the first time.
That is.
What's up?
What do you got going on? What's up with the whack chats?
What's up with the tattoo?
I'm getting it when Lee comes.
Jesus Christ.
That's the plan.
What's
You
up with
should at least get
It's
it
a nice
before
shirt.
C3 this year. Like
I should do what?
you could at least get it before C3 this year.
I can't now. It's not
They don't
before
have
C3
tattoo
this. Oh, before C3. I thought we were talking
Yeah, before
about.
C3 gets that way, like all the people that like were excited and involved and donating money to get to that goal,
If
they don't show up and be like, "Oh, this motherfucker."
if you
didn't
really
do it."
want me to get it and just take a picture and not have a video,
yes,
and that is the only thing, then I could do that. I think
Yes,
it's not good enough, but I
you're
could
putting
do
permanent ink on your skin, and that's beyond good enough in
that. But I
itself.
would just take a picture and there'd be no video.
I think people are disappointed in you, and some people have asked for their donations back.
That's okay. I've heard that before.
He's used to disappointing people. Well,
Yeah.
he's got time.
I am.
I just want to know who. There's 3 of the 5 left without one.
What?
Who's going to step up this year?
3 of 5 what?
There's only 1 of 5 that has one. Nick, you're the only one that has one. Tyler doesn't have one.
Well,
I have just as many C3 tattoos as Tyler.
What are you talking about?
What's 5?
There's 5 of us.
I count on Tyler to get his. I'm just wondering which.
Yeah,
I still
I
don't
don't have a
know.
goddamn tattoo. I'm not getting one. Period. But
How
I
about
will
Who's
say-
5?
How many boxes do you see in the chat there, Tyler? How many Illuminati members are there?
On the panel.
There's 5 people on the panel.
Okay.
Nick has a tattoo. You're supposedly going to have one. He's saying there's 3 people that have not committed to one.
Oh.
He's trying to talk me, Remy, or DJ into going next.
I don't know. Nick is doing his best Riddler impersonation. 'cause I don't know.
I had no idea what you were talking about.
I
Some
got you right off the bat.
Texas math.
I'm not going to commit to
I
that.
number Texas math.
Man's not hot.
I have to
count on
stand on my
Dracula.
morals, and I stand superior with superior stands at home.
Oh no!
Oh no! What do you got going on, Mark?
Regular out weeks in on Sunday at 8:30. A lot of members only content right now. I don't know if I'm going to even. Some of it's staying members only, but the Funko Pop trivia stuff that's going to be
Sounds
members
cool.
only for a while because other content coming up. I went to Joe Fest today. Might go back tomorrow, so there'll be a video on that coming up. But yeah,
He still has his wristband on too.
Nice. Yo, if you go to Joe Fest and if you happen to see 1983 Galoob Inspector Gadget 12-inch with all the parts, let me know.
send me a picture.
Inspector Gadget and Super Pickle.
Send me. I got Super Pickle back there. You ain't gonna find Super Pickle there.
And if you find Mr. T's chains, he lost his chains. So
yeah, you're gonna have to
What
find
about
that one.
the Rambo knife? You still have the Rambo knife? Is that still
he
outstanding?
got the Rambo knife.
Did I never tell you about the Rambo knife?
He
I
got
think
the
you
knife,
might have.
I got the Rambo knife.
but he still needs Mr. T's chains.
I need Mr. T's chains. I was on eBay yesterday.
Toys.
Super expensive.
Have you been recording that?
What?
Mark? Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of footage from that because
Is
I'm
it like
looking
a vlog style?
because I'm
Vlogging? We vlogging?
I took the kids to go for them, so like I'm literally just being the cameraman for kids. Like I'm like y'all lead the way, I'm with y'all.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Shout out to Finn and Monkey, man. Finn and Monkey are the best.
they're A1, man. They really are.
Oh, hold up.
Stop part.
Yo, we got a giveaway. Oh shit! All right, hold up. We for the people that stayed. Yo, so I'm gonna get this ready, ladies and gentlemen. Courtesy of Spidey's powdered tumblers.
Ooh, nice.
Hey.
Oh yeah, he's in the chat. What's that?
Hey,
We got to get him and the pig to Heroescon next year.
Who the fuck
Spidey,
is the
yeah,
pig?
definitely.
He's the
Spidey.
pig.
It's
I don't
pig.
understand anything Nick's saying today.
Oh, you said the pig, not his
The
pig.
pig.
The pig.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, courtesy of Spidey's powdered tumblers, my guy is going to give away a mystery box.
Oh shit!
Yeah, shout out to SBT.
Like with a Tumbler mystery box, or like a comic mystery
It's
box?
a mystery, Tyler. You don't know unless you win.
Well, it can be anything.
Fucking dummy, it's a mystery.
Well, I figured I didn't know if it was like a mystery Tumbler or if it was a mystery comic.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Is it mysterious?
I don't know if it's just the words change by the time they reach that altitude up to his ear or what.
Wow.
I don't get Nick today. I just have no idea what he's saying.
Yo, shout out to SBT, man. SBT is the bump. Again, big, giant, ultra giant shout out to Zero. Cool. One of my highlights of my weekend was meeting you at Heroescon, dude. Greatly appreciate you. And then sorry for yelling mystery very loud and annoyingly. But
While we wait, what was your biggest pickup or your favorite pickup, Tyler? It doesn't have to be that's expensive. I wasn't with you I was with you a lot when we were shopping last year. This year I wasn't.
I don't think I have everything next to me.
Yeah,
But
I don't think
I like this. I'll show this. It's just a Looney Tunes Merry Melodies baseball cover.
Oh shit! What year is it from?
I don't remember.
that has to be what? 50s?
50s.
57?
I think it's not 60s. It'd have to be 50s. I'm not sure if it's 40s.
Yeah, I like that. That's really cool.
That's and crispy too.
Who is the mouse character?
I forget what his name is.
Five-O? Nah, Five-O's not Five-O.
Nah, he went west.
Dude, those were some good movies though, man. The American Tail movies.
Yeah, those are dope.
Yeah, shout out to Tyler for giving me that cool Looney Tunes basketball cover.
I just gave it to you to press.
The Sean.
Okay.
Shout out to Tyler for giving DJ.
Oh, let me see that DJ link.
Tyler, what'd you give me? No, I'm just kidding. You gave me that
headache.
treasury last year.
Yep.
Little upper deck
And-
SGC
and,
action.
And my Mingo right here.
I know. That's from my childhood.
Is it really?
Yeah, that was mine from when I was a kid.
Dude, that's badass. That makes it
We
even cooler.
we were looking through my Beanie Babies one day, and I found my old flamingo. I was like, "Oh, I gotta give that to Mark."
Yeah, you see where it sits, just like
Yeah.
front and center. Yeah, I
Yo.
appreciate that, homie.
Spidey Spotted Tumblers. Are there any restrictions with this mystery box? US only? I would assume US only. Shout out to Philly Born, man. Great seeing my dude. Every time at Heroescon, fantastic guy, big supporter. I appreciate you, brother.
Sniffles is the mouse. Is what
Sniffles.
Sledge said.
Sniffles. Appreciate that, Sledge.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
That doesn't even sound familiar.
Where
Yo,
did you get-
what's up, man?
Where'd you get the card from, DJ?
So Tyler, bless me. All right, so we're doing US only unless they want to pick up shipping. All right, let's do that US only, and then you hit up Jose Gonzalez. If you international, if you want it, they hit up Jose Gonzalez. Tyler gave it to me, so Tyler comes to the booth and he was just like, "TJ Links, I love you so much. You're my idol. You know,
You said you're an inspiration, not your idol.
you're an inspiration to me, and I just appreciate you so much. I dream of you climbing up the beanstalk and all this other dumb shit that he was doing."
He said a lot.
Yeah.
did.
And then he hands me this card. And right when I was about to throw it on the floor, I realized it was Sean Kemp. I saw the green, like on the uniform. I was like, what is this shit? I saw it was Sean Kemp. And the
So
thing-
he gave you one of my favorite players in a hobby you really don't collect, and he knows I like that guy.
It's a 9.5 as well.
I like
and then it matches how many fingers I got. He gave it to you.
I don't
Is that
even
what
know.
you're telling me? And then I went out of my way to carry LeBron books from Texas all the way to North Carolina to give him.
What did your
This one's
co-host bring you, Nick?
And then I gave him that card there. Did I give him that card? I probably
Yeah.
gave him a whole bunch of Josh Giddey and Karl Malone.
Tons of Josh Giddey. The new Bull.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The next Michael Jordan.
Nick is doing the. I've been having a tough time.
Could really go for an SPT mystery box.
From one of the dunk contests. I can. No, all right, forget it.
You were live there at the dunk contest.
At its inception, he was there. He was there at the beginning.
He was there for the invention of the dunk.
The very first dunk.
What are we gonna call that shot? Let's call
Oh
it.
my gosh, it's incredible. What do we call that?
Who was the first person ever to dunk?
I don't know. He
D's.
slammed it in there with
WNBA.
D's was, I think.
slam,
D's.
a slam
Dr.
dunk.
J.
Who's D's?
Slam dunk the yo. Oh man! So at Heroescon, this had to be the funniest thing. Whatever. What was it that I was talking about Austin and I was just Austin and I were something and Mark was there and it was just like I asked Austin a question. I was like, "Yo, who did that?" Blah blah.
Oh shit!
And Austin goes dead face, Joe. So I'm just like, who the fuck is Joe? He's
Joe
like,
Mama.
Joe Mama.
He brought that shit out of nowhere. He was just quietly working, and then just out of nowhere, just
Yeah, he said
that
it's just.
was like from third grade lunch table, but it was I hadn't heard it since then, so
Dawson's the best.
never
He said
saw
it's-
it coming.
He said it's so like serious and deliberate too. It was just like, oh, woo! Let's see that, Mark. Hold up, dogs.
Yeah, that is sexy.
Hold up, and then we go back to the thing. What number you got?
Number one.
Number 1 of 15.
And you'll be able to get those eventually, right?
10 of them will go on sale during Comics Curing Cancer. Metal color hold. Yeah, these are clean.
Ooh. Number 4.
You didn't get number 4 graded? Which number did you get graded?
Well, I told you there's only 15.
It's actually 1,500.
I don't know if you're gonna see it. Focus.
No.
It's coming in. I can't
AP?
see.
Is it AP?
PP. The printer's
PP.
proof.
Okay.
That's a little peepee.
That is a small piece.
But it's metal, so it's a hard PP.
Leave it up to DJ to show his little
Little
peepee.
hard PP.
I know a
I
little.
always thought it'd be
Yeah, I see
Tyler
one.
who'd be the first one to do it, but nope, it was DJ. Is the other one the PP?
They
also?
cleaned all the glue off. It's smooth.
Yeah.
Smooth, clean,
Oh my
hard
God.
PP.
They really did the tool on that thing.
They did. They polished that bitch.
Oh, jeez.
All right, it's time to draw. We're devolving even further.
How have
Again,
we been doing this for 2 hours?
yeah. Yo, what up, Rich?
2 hours ago, we were full on bread talk. 2 hours.
Hold
ago.
up. Yeah.
We can come back
Dunking
to
it in hot
bread.
chocolate.
We'll draw when Rich gets in this. Yeah, Rich, drop that SPT, dog. There
There
we
it
go.
is.
Hey.
Roll it.
All right, let's go.
Roll
Ready?
it. Roll it.
A la una, a la dos. Salsa.
Asada.
No lo entiendo.
Hey!
Last
And he won. What?
Yes.
Good thing you got it.
What?
Perfect
The building
timing.
wins a prize.
You go play the party, you leave with the gift bag. Yo, shout out to Rich.
What?
I don't know.
What's even crazy? This wasn't even one he did on a video.
He doesn't have a clue what he just won, but congrats, homie.
What are you showing now?
It's the pop that's on his icon.
Yo, congrats, Rich. You won this pop.
Oh my god, Nick. What's wrong with
No
his
box.
head? God, Nick is just all head today.
It's all that Haktui. Oh shit.
Spit on
Yeah.
that thing.
That's my boy's name. My boy's name from the halal spot is Haktui.
That's the old Iron Sheik thing, right?
You gonna order that thing?
Haktui. Oh man. Giggity. Yo. Giggity. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out with us. As always, we love you. We'll see you back here next week, unless we don't. Peace.
The infamous Illuminati.